Hey y'all, it's DYPICKLEBALL. I'm here to tell you why I think Gen 4.5 killed the soft game, why I think foam is the future, and, despite all that, why I'm still continuing to main my Gen 3 11six24 Vapor Alpha Pro Power. We do things a little bit differently here on this channel. I don't really enjoy awkwardly holding paddles like some auctioneer and talking directly into the camera. Instead, I'll be showing you a bunch of recent 4.0 to 4.5 level highlights with both the enhanced Gen 4.5 foam paddle and the 11six24 Alpha Pro Power series. Shout out to 11six24 for sending me their upgraded version of their power series, the Vapor Alpha Pro Power. And also, shout out to Enhance for sending me their new Gen 4.5 foam paddle. It's the first foam paddle that really impressed me with its power and pop. For all of you lost in all the Gen X paddle technology definitions, basically Gen 3 added a foam ring around the edges of the paddle to create a trampoline effect to increase power significantly from Gen 2. Gen 4 is simply moving from honeycomb cores to a foam core, which improved durability a ton since foam cores can't core crush. The Carbon True Foam was the first to come out in that category, but a lot of people noticed it actually had less power than most Gen 3 paddles. Gen 4.5, the newest innovation, adds back a perimeter foam ring either like a traditional Gen 3 design like the Honolulu J2FC Plus, or with a notched foam ring like the J2NF. Now, what is really confusing is that the enhanced Gen 4.5 is not actually Gen 4.5, at least by the traditional definition, because it doesn't have that perimeter foam around the edge. So I went in thinking the enhanced Gen 4.5 paddle wouldn't be very powerful, but it really surprised me with its power and pop. I would say it had more power than most of Gen 3 paddles I tried, including the J2K Plus and the 11six24 Power Series. It's also more powerful than the Carbon True Foam, but not quite as powerful as the J2NF and Yola Pro 4, which are top in their category. It did generally feel like I had an advantage in hands battles and counters when playing against most Gen 3 paddles. Now, in terms of the soft game and control, I definitely wouldn't say the Gen 4.5 felt bad, but I do think it was noticeably harder to control than my Alpha Pro Power. The sweet spot felt about average compared to most Gen 3 paddles, including the Yola Pro 4, but definitely felt smaller than my Alpha Pro Power, which has an above average sweet spot. I could say the same for dwell time as well. As for why I think Gen 4.5 has killed the soft game, it's because with the enhanced paddle, there were a lot of situations where I would normally dink or reset. I decided to speed up instead because A, you don't have to do too much with the paddle to have great counters due to its pop, and B, the average level of control made me less willing to play out a consistent soft game. There were a lot of times the ball just unexpectedly flew off the face of my paddle when I went for a dink or reset, and I had to either learn to just dial it in or just go for the speed up and start a firefight. That's the trade-off of having a paddle with a lot of pop. Quick reminder to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. I also think foam core paddles are the future. If you can achieve the same power and control as a honeycomb paddle, but you can boast longer durability and consistency due to the lack of core crushing, there's really no advantage to sticking with honeycomb cores. The enhanced Gen 4.5 has a 1-year warranty. No other honeycomb core paddle that I know of, other than the Alpha Pro Power, has that long of a warranty. The enhanced Gen 4.5 definitely became a favorite of my friend King here. After playing a few games with it, he told me he loved it and is strongly considering switching from his 11six24 Pegasus Power to this paddle. He told me on that day, I quote, he was tired and lazy, so the extra pop and power felt good and effortless. Of course, it still has enough control to play the soft game. Check out this great point right here. Overall, I would tell people using the enhanced Gen 4.5 to let the paddle do the work for you. So if you're the kind of person with a great soft game, typically don't overswing, and need some more firepower, get your enhanced Gen 4.5 with discount code DYPICKLEBALL for $20 off for a final price of $155. This paddle is currently the most affordable foam paddle out there, and far more affordable than the Carbon True Foam, which retails for $280. Affiliate links and codes in the description below. As always, purchases you make with my discount code may generate commissions to help support this channel. As for myself, I am sticking with my 11six24 Alpha Pro Power paddle because it's the best paddle I've ever played with. I really enjoyed the increased dwell time and plushness of that paddle. I come from a tennis background, and when switching to pickleball, I struggled and still struggle with my soft game the most, so I tend to lean more towards control when I choose amongst power paddles. While the Alpha Pro Power doesn't have as much raw pop and power as the Gen 4.5, I would still consider it powerful, especially when you take big swings at the ball and generate your own power, something tennis players like to do. The more you put into the Alpha Pro Power, the more you get out of it. I'm still able to counter and win hands battles just like I did with the Gen 4.5, but it does take more of an intentional swing. Essentially, I got power when I went for my power shots and control when playing the soft game, the best of both worlds. Many of you may wonder if the Alpha Series is an upgrade to the original Pro Power Series. In my opinion, yes, but only marginally. It was immediately obvious to me that the Alpha Series has more dwell and control than the Pro Power Series with the same level of power. But I think that if you already have the Pro Power Series, you don't need to rush out the door to upgrade. I do think if you're in the market for a new paddle, paying the extra $30 for the Alpha version is absolutely worth it. If you would like to do so, get $10 off the 11six24 Alpha Pro Power Series for a final price of $190 with discount code DYPICKLEBALL. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed this format with paddle review and highlights, let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more.